Do you guys do the exercise with from the link suggested?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. What about you, Rosemary?
The exercise from the pre-intermediate English. The activity.
It's actually I don't know if I have sent you. There is like a list of there are topics for each class. Is a weekly topic, so there is a list, and each of the topics have like a link with suggested content. So I don't know if you have it.
No, but you asked me for my email, but I don't receive anything.
Okay. So I'm going to share with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to share it with you, so then you will be updated.
Yeah, I can review.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a moment, and then we can begin. Sounds good?
Yes, sounds good.
Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's see. Right.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry. I'm just looking for. Okay, here it is.
Gil, find it?
No, I'm going to just share it there in the chat.
Okay.
Place. So yeah, here is the link. Okay, and then okay, there it is. There in the chat area, you can find the link.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, there you are then. So we are going to begin right now. I'm going to share the okay the screen. Yeah. So once more, welcome to the Lile online language community. This is the week number 5, and the topic for this class is going to be dinner time. Okay, so the objectives for this class are going to be 1, to describe how to prepare our favorite recipe, 2, to talk about food and how to carry a healthy diet, and 3, to recognize some of the main expressions and vocabulary related to food. So this session isn't going to be just about speaking about dinner, but we are going to speak about food in general. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, first of all, Ismael, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so we have a listening exercise for this class. So as Ismael did the exercise, I would love to just ask you some questions. Okay, so what is the conversation in the listening about?
Teacher, the conversation is about a father who calls his daughter. He tells her it's time to eat. When his daughter arrives, she asks her father, "What is the cookie?" He responds that it's a pizza. She asks, "Where is mommy?" He responds that she not feel good this night, that he charged to make dinner this night. He told her he made the pizza with the old family recipe, but she perceives that her father missing of a page from the recipe. Then he tells her that he did not find the other page of the recipe, but he said her, "Don't worry, he has a lot of experience in the house and the kitchen." She perceives that her dad adds a lot salt to the pizza, is burning, and also add cooking, which does not go well with pizza. Then she decides to eat cold cereal.
Yeah, wow, that's a pretty good summary, Ismael. Actually, yeah, that's what the conversation is about. Yeah, you did a great job about just doing a summary. That's pretty good. So actually, what happened is that, do you think the father knows how to cook?
Yes, teacher. Her father not cook very well.
Oh, he doesn't cook very well, right? Do you remember some of the ingredients that he adds to the pizza?
He agreed punky. Punky.
Yeah, exactly.
Repetitive.
So, what is the reaction of the girl?
Dice pork como ush, como que
Yucky.
jockey. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh, pretty good. Yeah. So, yeah, actually, she thinks it's pretty yucky because have you ever seen a pizza with pumpkin? It's just terrific. It's just like, oh, no way.
Yes.
Okay, where do you think the conversation is developed?
I think that this takes place in the kitchen of the house because her father was preparing it.
Yeah, that's right. So they are actually in the kitchen. Muy bien. Okay, let's go with other questions. So, just going, setting aside the listening exercise, we are going to speak about the food in Colombia. So, think about the food that you actually daily have at home, and just think about your favorite food also. And I'm going to ask Rosemary,
Okay.
what are the typical foods you eat in your country for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Well, for breakfast, I like eggs and arepa, chocolate. And
Mhm.
for lunch, I like beans, rice, salad, and plantains, fried plantains. And for dinner, I remember when I was in Colombia, I eat just chocolate with arepa and sometimes beef. But now my diet is very different. Now I have a big dinner because my kids eat at the school, so I have to prepare, a big dinner for the family. So now we just ate spaghetti and chicken, rice, like a lunch for dinner.
Yeah. So what about for dinner? Like
Yes,
big meals?
yes.
Wow. And what about like for example lunch? Is it that big too?
No, because I am alone, so I just eat some maybe tuna with crackers and sometimes just a stick cheese or something fast, and it's just for me, so I don't like to cook anything special for lunch because my kids are not here.
I
So
see.
yeah, they are at
So
school. I live in Arizona.
I see.
So
I'm
that's
living in
why.
Oklahoma right now. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I understand you perfectly. It's different culture, and
very.
lunch isn't that important as it will be in Colombia, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, what about you, Ismael? What are the typical food that you eat in your country for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Teacher, the typical food that I eat to breakfast is a green smoothie, which is a shake made up mostly of raw vegetables. The smoothie contains cucumber, pepino,
Yeah, cucumber.
cucumber,
Yeah.
spinach, green apple, ginger, cinnamon, orange juice, and persil. It is important to mention that it does not strain because it will lose the fiber of the vegetable and the fruit. There are many testimonies that say that as cure cancer because it has antioxidant properties, cleanses the body, has chlorophyll, vitamins, and minerals. Already, like I say, and the apple and the orange juice, even the cucumber give a good flavor. Do not exaggerate with the ginger or cinnamon because it's very spicy. Only a little of the two should be added. For lunch, I eat many salads and vegetables of different skins, accompanied by bread, bread, whether grilled or baked, and baked potatoes. And sometimes I drink water. For dinner, I eat the same that the lunch.
Oh, wow. So, Ismael, now that I hear that, it seems like you have like a pretty special diet and that you are like a pretty conscious about the components of the meals that you have. So you are focusing having like a diet full of vitamins and maybe fiber and then fruits, vegetables. So I think like that's pretty positive. But I I don't know. Do you eat meat too, or are you vegetarian?
No, I eat the chicken.
Oh, so you avoid the red meat, right?
Yes.
Why?
Uh, excuse me, no, no understand.
Oh, like why do you avoid red meat?
Ah,
Why
is
do you don't eat?
more healthy the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Red meat is a little dañina,
Bad for you.
bad, bad for you.
Mhm.
Yeah. What Rosemary, do you think like the red meats are like dangerous for your body um or do
Yes,
you just eat it?
yeah.
Yeah.
The point is because the red meat take more time for my digestion. So for me, it's really bad because I have problems with constipation. So my meta I don't know how to say metabolismo. My
Metabolism.
my metabolism is slowly. So when I eat red meat, I have more problems going to the bathroom. So I have to have an diet with fish or chicken, something more. It's better for you for make digestion fast.
Wow. Yeah, actually the chicken is lighter for your body and you can just process it just faster.
Hmm.
So
The best
it
is
seems
the fish.
the fish.
Yeah, salmon or tilapia, any kind of fish is the best for you.
Yes,
Yeah.
Because now I think the chicken have problems too because now they have too much hormones. So isn't you have to figure it out which chicken, they have organic or the regular, but I say for now is the world is getting crazy because if you eat something is maybe cause cancer if you don't eat, so what you can it's crazy. But I think you have to have a balance. Just
Yeah.
change a little bit, nothing in too much. Yeah, I think so. But it's
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah, actually, Rosemary, and I want to explain a little bit to Ismail. I don't know if Ismail is related to that. And what happened is that when I just came here to United States, I was like thinking that it will be the same as Colombia,
Mm,
and then I just realize how lucky and how good is meat processed there in Colombia, or at least in the place that I live it, which is like I used to live in Saravena, Arauca, which is like in the plains of Colombia.
yeah.
So there you could find like just organic, fresh, and nice chicken with no hormones or anything. But here, what happened in the States is that a chicken is just processed pretty poorly, and it is not that healthy as it will be the chicken there in Colombia, right?
Yeah, that's right. And the flavor is very different. And the meat, oh my God, it's not the same. I'm from Villavicencio, so
Yeah,
yeah, we
yeah, I
have
agree
carne a la
completely.
llanera. It's delicious. It's very
Yeah.
different. The taste, I don't know. For me, it's
Uh,
so hard.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God. For sure we miss Colombia too, the
Yes,
food.
yes.
Yeah, Ismael,
Yes, teacher.
do you like fish?
Yes, teacher. I like it.
Uh, yeah, which fish do you like? Do you usually have?
Eh, de mojarra, ¿cómo se dice?
Yeah. Mojarra.
Mojarra.
Yeah.
And what the meaning? I don't worry.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember. Okay. Okay, so in conclusion, some of the things that we have seen that it is different in Colombia from here is that dinner is the most important meal, right? And
Yes.
lunch is just a little tiny thing, like a sandwich, like maybe tuna with crackers. And breakfast is something like sometimes quick, but it happens the same there in Colombia, right? For
Yep.
many people just working in Bogota. Ismael,
Yes, teacher.
where do you live?
I live in Bogota.
Yeah, so I think you know a lot about that, like having a really fast breakfast.
Excuse me,
Okay,
teacher.
like I think like you know more than us how is to have a really fast breakfast because you live in Bogota. So it is
Yes,
like grabbing maybe chocolate and bread and just go running to the work, right?
yes, teacher. Yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so
And that is a big mistake because the breakfast is the most important in meal for the day.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
you have
So
to eat protein or something can give it to you energy for the rest of the day. So
yeah, that's right.
Colombia
But
with just a little bit bread and chocolate and that's it.
and go running, yeah, to
Yeah,
Transmilenio or
that is not
something.
healthy.
Mm.
Well, yeah. So okay, next one, Ismael. Ismael,
Yes, teacher.
is there another small meal or a snack between the male meals?
Uh, Between meals, I drink a lot of water and a little black coffee. In the night, when I spend the night studying, I eat something like a pie, the curd, ham, or fruit.
Okay, so
Sometimes as snakes, a few times I snakes like empanadas, oats, and chocorramo.
Oh my God.
oh my God, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just lucky, and because here in Oklahoma there is a place like a Colombian restaurant, and I have pretty good empanadas. But then I miss those times being in Colombia, like Ismael, that can just go to the corner and have some empanadas for a snack. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, Rosemary, what do you usually have? Like, are there small meals or snack between the main meals?
Yeah, I just grab sometimes tangerines, or I prefer fruit before after breakfast. Maybe because I eat breakfast very early, like 7 a.m. So at 10, I'm hungry. So I just grab one tangerine or orange, apple, whatever, what I have in the fridge. So, and then after lunch, because it's very light lunch, so I just eat a little bit like five crackers with cheese or something, or sometimes almonds or pistachios, just a little bit, and then yeah, wait until dinner.
Okay, so it is more like a fruits, something healthy, some
Yeah,
protein, and
yeah,
some fiber, right?
yes.
Okay, sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Ismael,
Yes, teacher.
who usually prepares the food in your home?
Usually in my house, my wife prepares the food, but when she goes on vacation, I always prepare chicken.
Oh, what are your favorite dishes to prepare?
Chicken and vegetables.
Chicken, like cooked chicken, or maybe just fried chicken? How is it?
No, cooked chicken.
Oh, sounds pretty good. Okay, and do you love to cook?
A little.
Just a little?
Yes.
A little? Okay. What about you, Rosemary? Do you love to cook? And who usually prepares the food in your home?
If I don't like it, I have to.
Yeah.
Because sometimes my husband cooks, so he loves to make pizza, American style. So, or hamburgers or hot dogs. Very healthy food. But mostly of the time, yeah, all the time, just me.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
How do you make a living together? Like I mean like you together seems like you are pretty healthy. Uh you have a pretty healthy diet, and there is your husband with the hot dogs and the pizza and the hamburger. How is that?
I don't like it when I just yeah, and came to the USA. I hate it. I say I don't like the fast food, and I need some soups and healthy food, vegetables. But we had a balance, so it's not all the time. Sometimes for Fridays or Saturdays, maybe just one or two times a month. So it's not bad. It's just ask me. He say, "Hey, you want pizza?" I say, "Okay, fine." It's just one time. It's not bad. So
Yeah, that's right. So how
yeah.
long having you been here in the United States?
Well, I live in South Carolina for 4 years, and then we moved to Ecuador 2 years, and then we moved to Turkey for 3 years, and recently I'm here just almost 1 year because we arrived on June last year on June, so just almost 1 year. I came back.
Wow.
Welcome to America.
Uh-huh. Welcome back. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yes.
Okay, sounds pretty good. Okay, so as we were speaking about healthy diets and hamburger, well, no, that's not healthy diet. No, no, no. Okay, so yeah, Ismael,
Yes, teacher.
what, which do you think are the components of a healthy diet?
Teacher, I think that the components of healthy diet should be primarily vegetables. white meat, and a little carbohydrates such as potatoes. The
Mm-hmm.
vegetable has very vitamins and minerals.
Yeah, that's right. Uh-huh. So it will be like a carbohydrates and then vegetables, right? And what more?
Mm, no more.
Principle that like they are the main for you, the most important, right?
Principal, the
Yeah,
vegetable.
the vegetable.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So, and do you think like actually vegetables are more important than proteins?
And the protein, no. It, it is takes the protein, the meat or chicken.
Mm, so protein are more important than vegetables. Do you think so? Or
No, it's complement.
oh yeah, they complement each other, right?
Yes,
Another thing, do you think like it is possible to find proteins with in the vegetables and just survive by eating vegetables? Like to have a healthy, balanced diet would be like just having vegetables and then you can find the proteins there, or do you think like we necessarily have to eat meat in order to get the proteins?
yes, teacher. It need um, give you all the proteins.
Sounds pretty good. Okay, Rosemary, what do you think are the uh, main components of a healthy diet?
Proteins and vegetables. Carbohydrates depends if you are an athlete and you do too much exercise. Yes, you needed the carbohydrates because that is the give it to you the energy, and it's good for your muscles. So that depends on the person. But for me, yeah, you can find proteins in some vegetables. So if you are vegetarian, you can survive without meat, any kind of meat, because I think kale is like the lettuce. It's a famous
Yes.
salad I find in here. Is this the name is kale, and that have a lot of protein. So yeah, people can survive with that. I think so. For me now, I don't. I cannot eat. I cannot drink milk or any kind of dairy. You know, yogurt or cheese. I cannot. So it's hard. So, but you can eat a lot of vegetables, and if you want to eat carbohydrates, it's good. The sweet potato is the best, no rice, and other the other potato, the regular potato. But fruit and water is the more important thing. I think so. For
Yeah, we can survive like we can actually survive one day with no food, but we can survive that much with no water, right?
no water, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So why do you think like a sweet potato is better than the other potato, as you say, the regular potato?
I read sometime that I read some um, newspapers and some magazines. They have they talk about it. So the sweet potato has many vitamins and nutrients that is healthy, especially if you want to, for the people who are trying to lose weight. So it's better because it's everything about it, the calories. So the sweet potato has less calories than the regular potatoes.
Mm.
I don't know
Sounds pretty good.
how is the amount about the calories, but you have to check it out how many calories. For example, the beans or the spaghetti, they say how many calories is containing. You know, you made all the package. So yeah, it's just diet. Everything I think is you have to have a balance. You know, like I
Yeah,
say, so
that's right.
look from everything, fruits and for the fruits, many people say after 3 p.m. you can eat it because it contains too much sugar. So for somebody who is trying to lose weight, is no good. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's rare.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I didn't know about the sweet potato.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't know that information, so thank you. Okay, let's go with the next one. In this step, we are going to describe our favorite recipe. So just think about your favorite recipe ever. So in my case, my favorite recipe is the spaghetti, And then, do you know the expression al dente, Ismael?
Is means that it's not too soft and not too hard. You can break it with your teeth, but it's right and they make fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. That's a pretty good explanation. It's not like hard and it is not too soft. It's just ideal, right? It's the ideal point of cooking. When you cook something al dente, it means that it is okay and it is the perfect texture for the food, right? So in this case, we are going to do an exercise. In my case, I'm going to go ahead and describe my favorite recipe, and then you will follow. So I don't know if you guys like would love to take a little bit of time, like a couple of minutes, in order to just get your ideas together and then to describe your favorite recipe, or there is some vocabulary for this exercise, so we are going to use, and then we will try to use in order to explain the way that we prepare our favorite recipe. Okay.
yeah. Okay, sounds good.
Okay, I'm going to tell you how I usually prepare spaghettis. So the first thing I usually do is to tidy the kitchen, of course, to have all of the tools that I need for preparing the meal. And then I just add some cold water to the pan or to the pot. And then I just put it there on the fire in the oven. And then I just make it boil, so I just turn the fire and wait until the water is boiling. After that, I take the spaghetti and then I just introduce it carefully so it won't break. And then I just add some salt and then I just let it cook for about 9 to 10 minutes. Then, when while it is cooking like that, I used to just use the knife to cut some vegetables. Especially, I used to take some tomatoes. I used to Sometimes I will peel them, or sometimes if they are little, I won't. Um, and then I used to cut some green onions, and also yeah, mostly that. And then I put these veggies inside of the non-stick skillet. I put that skillet with some oil, and I fry the veggies there. So I just start to stir a little bit with the spatula and just see that it won't burn or anything. And then when it is finished, I just take it out from the fire. While when the spaghetti has have it cook until it is al dente. I just take it out of the fire too. I just use the strainer and strain the spaghetti and apply some just cold water in order to make it tender and like loose, and then I just put together in the pan the spaghetti with the veggie mix, and then I apply a little bit of milk or cream, and then I just put some cheese and stir with the spatula in a steamer, which is like a low fire, and then I stir for a time that it is just cream, like the texture becomes creamy, and I just stir until it is fine for me, and I see it is perfect, the flavor and everything. So, ta-ta! That's the way I prepare the spaghettis. Okay. So, do you guys want to take a little bit of time in order to get your ideas together, or who wants to begin?
I can do it.
Okay, that's
My
pretty
recipe
great.
is so easy, but I love it. Is a garlic shrimp, so it's very easy.
What is the name of the recipe?
A garlic shrimp. I don't know,
Oh,
camarones.
yeah, trim. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I just use the non-stick skill, and I just add in like 3 tablespoons for the olive oil. So I just turn the stove in the medium for the oil don't get burn. So then I add I use the knife and I chop the garlic and peppers. I use red or yellow or green peppers for color. And I chop the small potatoes in half. And when the oil is hot, I just add into the non-stick skillet, and I just fry the peppers and the garlic and the potato for about 3 minutes, and then I just have to peel when the trim have the skin or the veins. You have to clean it out, and I use the paper towel and I dry the trim, and then I just add into the non-stick skill. So I just cook it about for 3 minutes or maybe four until the trim is pink. Is when because when you cook too much the trim is like a I don't know how to say gum, como goma.
Oh, like yeah.
Yeah.
And it becomes like a smaller, right?
Yeah. So that is why you have to cook just for 3 minutes per side, So you have to turn it on, and when it's turning pink, you just put it in the like a plate, soup plate, and I add in a little bit of the olive oil. So we sometimes made some bread, garlic bread, and we just eat it like that. But I have potatoes, and it's pretty good. And I just partly a little bit of parsley over, and it's delicious.
Mm.
You can
Oh
you
my God.
can you can you can make it with spaghetti too, and
Oh, perfect
you
mix.
can just
Oh
put
my
it
God.
together, mix together with the spaghetti, and add in a little bit of butter, and that's it. It's pretty good. It's delicious.
Oh my God. My mouth is dripping right now.
Very easy, very fast, and it's delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious, right? Okay, Ismael, it's your turn. What is your favorite recipe? And will you describe how to prepare it, please?
I don't have much time to cook for my work, but when I have to cook, I buy a salad and I cook chicken and potatoes.
Okay. How do you prepare the chicken and potatoes?
First, I take it out the chicken of the fridge the night before so that is the frost. The next day in the morning before going to work, I put the chicken in the pan. I add enough water in such a way the cover. Then I put the cook and season with salt, condiments, thyme and garlic. While I cook, I take a shower and I dress up. Then I peel the potatoes with a knife and I eat at the chicken and ready.
Wow, that sounds pretty easy to prepare. And chicken is just delicious, right?
Yes.
Okay, and what about the potatoes?
The potatoes is a peel and a grate at the chicken in the
Oh,
pan.
yeah, so they go together, right?
Yes, together.
Look at that. So you actually just cut maybe in a squares the potato and you make like a salsa that you just pour in top of the chicken, right?
Yes, teacher. With the
Oh.
condiments and garlic, it is flavor very good.
Yeah, so you season it with garlic and pepper and salt, right?
Yes, salt
Mhm.
and pepper.
Oh, sounds pretty good. Okay. Okay, so how do you feel just making the exercise of describing how to prepare your favorite recipe, Rosemary? Have you ever done this before? Rosemary? Rosemary? Ismael?
Yes, teacher.
You are there, right? But what about Rosemary? I don't hear Rosemary.
I don't know.
Look at that. Rosemary?
I'm here.
What? What
I'm
were you
sorry.
doing?
I just go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Oh, the perfect escape, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, you just arrived in time. I was calling you, and where is she? Where is Rosemary?
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. That's good
Mine
that
was
you make
talking,
it.
so I don't want to.
She
No,
didn't want to listen my recipe.
No, I listen to you. So fast.
Rosemary, you miss it. Yeah, Ismael, catch you you
It's
are going to
okay.
the one. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, Rosemary. So I was asking you, how do you feel about just making this exercise? Have you ever just described how to prepare your favorite recipe before?
No, this is the first time I'm enjoying the class because for the other semesters, oh my God, I don't know. I have, the maybe it's because it's not the level for the IN, so that was like a beginner, so was very boring. So I'm like, I want to do, something different, and I can practice more, and let me think about it a little bit more because it's so easy and very boring. So
Oh,
the
yeah, I
first
see.
time, and your English is very good because the last semester I have to help the tutor all the time.
No way, really.
Yes, 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 the pronunciation, and I say I know because you are in Colombia, it's very different. So you have to educate your ears, but it's very hard. So that was It's funny. I say, who is the tutor here? You or me?
Oh, no way. That's pretty sad. Poor tutor.
Yeah.
No way. How did you know?
He was like, okay, Rosemary, can you help me? Okay, how do you say it? And I, okay.
Oh, no way. That's pretty sad. Poor tutor.
I
Like
need
crying.
something, more like the intermediate English. So,
That's pretty good. Okay,
yeah,
so what about
now
you,
your
Ismael?
English is perfect.
Oh, thank you, thank you. What about you, Ismael?
I had never done an exercise like this, and
Oh,
there was
really?
a lot of vocabulary and did not know. It is very good exercise, teacher.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, like I want you to like not just to speak and feel free to express your ideas, but also to just be introduced to new vocabulary that you can actually use in daily, how to say, in just real life. For example, I know that Rosemary, like being here in the States, know this pretty good because you know one thing is just learn a vocabulary like that, and one thing is just to express that vocabulary and use it for something that just pretty useful. Uh, for example, in this case, describing your Peru recipe. That's pretty good, and I really enjoy it just hearing both of you. And you did a great job just about expressing your ideas. And I think you have also a pretty good English level.
thank you. No, Ismail surprised me. It's very good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. So, I hope you have enjoyed this session and also that you have just find it useful for you. And just please don't forget to subscribe, and also any question that you have, write down on Skype. I will be attentive. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful night, both of you, Ismail and Rosmari.
If you can send me, please, the activities
Oh,
on Gmail. So
okay. Yeah, actually, do you want I can send the link to you on Skype.
okay.
And yeah, you have to open the
Okay.
link and you will find the list of topic for each level and also for each week. So this was the week 5. So you will have to look for the week 6, which is going to be the next week. Yeah. Uh-huh. Ismael, do you have any questions?
No, teacher. Thank you very much. Excellent class.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a good
you.
night,
Have a
Ismail.
wonderful night. Bye bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye, teacher. Thank you. Have a good
Thank you.
night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Okay, the class was successfully developed. Hope you have a wonderful night. Bye.